hit them with that act reacher. Y'all gonna learn today. I'm a teacher. That act reacher. Get into the bag like berserker, boy. Fuck around, I'ma hurt you, boy. Stiff jab, side step, uppercut you, boy. The champ is here, you can't survive in my circle, boy. Yeah. Look at my drip right here. And the verse is all I wear. Red Fox logo right here. Yeah. I breathe a different air. They can't spar with me. Blood, sweat, and tears. You see the scars on me. I need a fast bag. Split second bag. I need it hitting like a speed bag. Yeah. I age like fine wine. This is that ageless music. I hit them with that act reacher.
Brought to you by Usual Suspect Sick.
One thing, if you can't find someone running around the city, hiding any place he chooses. I can't understand. Now, what I can't understand is how can you let him get away when you knew where he was? Someone you don't know, you shoot them. How hard is that, huh? Know him. Must be him.
Real bullet. You're in a lot of trouble now.
It's a Usual Suspect thing.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, to my peoples and my guys, look alive. It's your boy Act Reacher with another episode of the Jab Jamboree, produced by the LDPC.
Let no man forget how menacing we are. We are lions.
Executive produced by the Focal Circle, and I'm your host, Acravelli.
Don't the fans trail me, so my alias is Machiavelli.
Man, we're gonna recap these fights. I bought my brother Texas Drip. Yes, sir, man. What's good, Bob?
Hey.
Yes, sir. So before we even get started, bro, how was your energy towards the whole card? You got to see, obviously, all the fights. I missed one. Y'all, I'm guilty. Not mad that I missed it all the way, but we gonna get into that. But how'd you feel about the card overall?
Salute to you. Salute to the Jab Jamboree. You know what I'm saying? Salute to the Usual Suspects, man. Salute to the chat. Salute to the entire boxing community. I feel good about the whole entire card. I feel like T.O. had the best performance though.
Yeah. I'm going. You know what? We going because we ain't gonna be here crazy long and stuff like that. We just gonna kind of let it flow. But me, I'm not gonna lie. It was a cool event. I was happy because they had the names. It's just the names. Everything didn't match. Everything ain't translate in the ring. Put it that way. But I was happy to see, the fighters come back. You know, it is what it is. The overall idea of it being in the middle of Times Square, I thought that was amazing. You know, I got to run by there and see the production before everybody got out there and filled up. Now you see why I didn't stay out there. You see how all on top of each other everybody was? It wasn't even like the New Year's joint. Because the New Year's joint, you could at least got a little bit of wiggle room. It'd be packed. You could walk around, you could move, you could mob. They literally had like that joint gated. You know what I mean? Off. And people I feel like was kind of on top of each other. Unless you was in the event. Unless you got that invite to the event. So that's no offense to anybody that went out there. I just wasn't doing all of that. I need some wiggle room, Bob.
Nah, for sure.
You know, we be having mass shootings and stuff like that. people be coming out of nowhere. Where you running and ducking to? What you being
Nah.
on top of each other? I'm not just saying in New York. That shit happens all the time. Remember that joint that happened in Vegas a few years ago?
Yeah. You want to be comfortable, man. You want to be comfortable. I don't really care to see an event like that no more. It was a lot of lights, glitz and glamour. You know what I'm saying? That's what Times Square is. You know, with the billboards and the big Megatron screens and stuff like that. I mean, all that's cool. That's downtown New York City. That's cool. But I definitely understand what you're saying, though. You know, a lot of people was mad that it was closed off, and stuff like that. You know, but
invite only.
Invite only. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
You know, it was a. I understood what Turkey was trying to do. And I understand his idea and the vision, but sometimes shit don't play out like how you plan it. And I think that's what we kind of seen tonight. The performances, I'ma just be real, bro. The performances was lackluster. I was not, and this is my thing. Like the boxing is the land of the unknown. You don't know until you really know for real. In boxing, you know what I'm saying? And nobody was really predicting or projecting Ryan to lose or Devin to, you know, have a bad performance.
My bad, Five, just to piggyback off of what you said, and don't lose your point. I just want to say this real quick. A lot of people that picked Rolly in the fight, it was out of hate because they hated Ryan so much. But go ahead.
Nah, I mean, facts, bro. Facts, bro. Not only that, a lot of people was talking mad shit about Dev, and those same people had to keep that same energy with Ryan because he actually lost.
Yep.
Devin won in a bad performance, and I think Devin, his biggest problem in his fight, to me.
You know what, Five? Don't go there yet. I want your T.O. Break down T.O. for me. Break down T.O. for me.
Like I say, man.
Because I want to do it in order. Because I didn't get to see T.O. So I'm gonna have to. You gonna have to give me the visual.
Yeah. T.O. was doing whatever he wanted to do. He was styling. You know what I'm saying? He was showing hella speed. The speed was there. The accuracy was there. His pops, something was up with his pops though. Like,
what you mean?
I don't know if Pops was drunk or high. He fell in the ring, trying to get in the ring.
For real?
Yeah, bro.
Oh shoot! Damn, man.
Yeah, man. I don't know what. Yeah, I don't know what was up with his pops, but T.O. looked good, man. He looked better than everybody tonight, man. Yeah. So salute to him. If anybody deserves to get something big next, it would definitely be out of T.O. and Rolly. Word.
I heard that after the fight, Bob, and I don't know how you feel about it. I heard that man called out Boots Ennis. Before it was a Terrence Crawford thing. Now he really on Jerron Boots Ennis' neck.
He on the quest. He on the expedition for a black fighter. He said he Dora the Explorer.
Nah, he's stupid.
He said that, bro. I'm serious. He said
that's
that.
What he called himself, Dora the Explorer.
He say he Dora the Explorer, and he looking for his boots. That's what he said. I'm not making this up, bro. Yeah.
He said he's looking for his boots.
Is it the shoes?
Facts, bro. I'm just saying. But he looked decent though, man. He looked decent. He was able to pretty much do whatever he wanted to do with Barbosa. Barbosa was hella fidgety and timid. He really couldn't hit T.O. with nothing he wanted to hit T.O. with. And T.O. just had his way, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
T.O. looked more comfortable than anybody in that ring tonight outside of Rolly.
Dang, and what was Arnold Barbosa doing? What he was just doing the same things, like
it just seemed like he was trying to come forward, work off the jab, but he couldn't get none of his shots to land. The speed, bro, the reflexes, man.
I figured it would be like that. It was a unanimous decision.
Yeah, yeah, bro.
Yeah, I picked
it. Bro. Yeah, it was just too much for Arnold Barbosa, man. People can say what they want to say about Teofimo, bro, but and we have our personal feelings about the dude, but inside that ring, he can activate El Gordo. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
he can.
Please,
he can
hear about that Florida amateur shit.
I'm just saying.
Words, Florida amateur. He ain't
facts. He made his beans and rice in Florida. You know what I'm saying? He got it out the mud in Florida. Yeah, for sure.
So what do you do next? If 503 was matchmaker and could call Bob, whoever else, make a fight with T.O., what you want to see? You would give him the boots fight? What you thinking? What's going through your mind?
You already know what I'm thinking. I'm thinking about the real New Yorker, as you would call it. I'm thinking about the real
Hitchens. Okay.
Yeah.
You ain't lying.
Yeah, I'm thinking about that, man. I think Boots Ennis got his eyes set on bigger things. Don't get me wrong, him and Boots would be a good fight too, but I don't know how Teofimo will look at 147, and for him to just go straight to 147 in the fight with Boots, that wouldn't be smart. Yeah, man, Boots is that guy now. You know what I'm saying? Boots got a lot of different options he could choose from. You know what I'm saying? He has turned into the man. So
yes, sir.
Yeah, man.
Especially, well, I can't say he fought at 140. Basically, it was really a welterweight outside of T.O.
Yeah. T.O. trying to follow the money, man. I'm not mad at T.O. He trying to go where the money at. You know what I'm saying? He trying to get that, that Rolly, that he trying to get them millions, man. Sometimes you gotta follow the money. I ain't mad at him, but our money ain't good money.
Yes, sir. I'ma just say, and then we're gonna move on to the fights that I did see.
Right.
If I could be a matchmaker, yeah, I'm cool with Hitchens. I want to see my brother get that fight. He's tied up. He got to pass his homework assignment with Kambosos, which I think he's going to do. But I would give him what he asking for. I would give him Boots. But Boots got to fight that dude that lost his daughter that we seen on the undercard. He's his mandatory for one of the belts. I believe the WBA, maybe the IBF. He got to honor one of his mandatory. So he can't really do what he wants right now. So, but after that, I would give him what he looking for.
Hey, bro, is you on YouTube right now? You live?
Yeah, I'm live on YouTube too. No, on Twitter. Yeah, I'm live.
I don't think you live, bro.
Shit.
I'm looking at your page right now, bro. It ain't popping up.
That's crazy. Let's show him. Wow. That's crazy. I don't know why they ain't going. I definitely changed.
Okay, there you go. There you go. There you go.
My bad. I don't know why.
Okay, there you go.
Hey, I'm glad you said something. I mean, because I seen people in the thing. That's probably could have been my Twitter side too. Good looks for telling me, but I would give him what he asking for, as far as him wanting boots. But I Brian Norman is priority. Tiafimo was secondary. Tiafimo was, to me, secondary. But I will give him what he asking for after, because I know Boots right now is chasing the belts. What's good, Humble? What's good, champ? Yes, sir. So, definitely. So let's move on to Devin Haney and Jose Ramirez. 503, what'd you think, bro?
Yeah, that shit was trash. It was lackluster.
Crazy ass ninjas.
Yeah. It was trash. It was lackluster. Ramirez, he looked like an old man, and now Dev looked jittery. He kind of fought on the back foot a little bit too much for my liking, but he did enough to win. If you gonna make this shit boring, if you gonna kind of use your feet and use lateral movement, at least be a good boxer. And that's what Dev did. You could definitely tell he been out the ring for way too long. And I'm gonna continue to advocate for these guys that take these long layoffs. Dudes like Devin Haney that depend on the feet work, the timing, the reflexes. He depends a lot on his athleticism. When you out the ring, bro, for so long and you don't have your rhythm and your timing down, it affects you, bro. And I really think Devin being out for so long affected him, and it showed. Yep.
I agree wholeheartedly with you. It wasn't like Devin. To me, it was like an insurance salesman. I mean, he was selling insurance tonight. He was making sure he got the win by any means necessary. And to me, it was too much movement. Don't get me wrong. I wanted him to box and stay out the way. And this ain't no hate. It's just he moved a little bit too much. Like Jose Ramirez, he wasn't even doing nothing. When Devin sat there and popped him a few times, towards the end of the fight, he threw like a nice 3-punch combination. Ramirez ain't even do nothing. He didn't even respond. I thought he was too slow. He's very one-dimensional. He kept doing the same thing over and over. He didn't switch nothing up. So that's why when Ellie Setback said what he said, when you beat Devin Haney, because he got beef with Dev and them. Like, bro, come on, man, keep it real. Ramirez wasn't doing nothing. Let's just keep it all the way a stat. Salute to my bro Joe Townsend in the house. Salute to Queen 71. It was just too much movement, man. I think if he would have just sat there, that's why when everybody was saying Dev was going to stop Ramirez, I'm like, no. I knew he wasn't. That was another UD I called. Got 2 UDs right in a row.
Nah, facts. Me too,
I
man.
didn't. I knew neither T.O. or Dev was gonna knock they. I knew they would win. I knew they wasn't gonna knock nobody out.
Yeah.
Especially because you got to understand that Ryan fight was the last fight. What's good, Shower? And you know, I felt Dev, like I said, I felt them for moving away. But there's a point where, you know, you kind of just got to sit there, bro, and you know, exchange. Because I'm telling you, I don't think Ramirez could have hurt Dev. Dev looked it real strong in there. And when he did connect, you know what I mean? He was popping Ramirez's head back and everything, bro. He was punching beautifully in combinations when he would let his hands go. But I don't think... And he caught Dev once, but Dev ain't even like get rattled or nothing like that. But I understand he didn't want to take that chance. But eventually you're going to be in there with somebody that, you know, somebody going to make you take that chance. But he looked healthy. He looked strong. I thought he boxed great. Talking about him knocking somebody out. People just be saying stuff sometimes. Yo, Queen, this is what I was hearing. I think Dev is gonna stop Ramirez. I knew that wasn't gonna happen.
Cap.
Yeah.
All that shit was cap, bro.
Yeah, I agree.
It's cap, bro.
They was just gaslighting. It was
bro. The nigga Dev. Listen, man, you gotta stick to what your guns and keep the main thing, bro. Devin Haney got this false sense in his head that he had to be a power boxer and stand in the pocket with dudes. No, man. Be a boxer first. Work off your jab. Use your speed. Use your feet work, and land your combinations like that. The perfect, to me, the perfect Devin Haney that I've seen is when he fought guys like Regis Prograis, and when he fought Kambosos the first time. That to me,
I like the Loma Devin too.
Yeah.
I like the Loma Devin too. He was that's probably the most aggressive I've seen Dev. Right.
He took a lot of chances in the Lomachenko fight, but if he decides to start back fighting like that at 147, he's gonna have to be very careful with a guy like because Barrios is mandatory. So if he fights a guy like Barrios, he gonna have to be careful because Barrios is strong, bro, and Barrios is the same size.
Barrios might be a little bit bigger.
Right.
Barrios always was a big 140 pounder to me. I always thought he was a welterweight then.
Yeah, bro. So
pledge 140 pounds.
Yeah, so I listen, man. I don't want to make it seem like I'm hating on the kid Dev, because I actually like Dev, but I have seen better performances from Dev. Now I am going to give him the benefit of the doubt because
the layup.
He's still listen, man. My pops always tell me this, bro, and I'm gonna remember this, and I'm gonna say this for the rest of my life, bro. It ain't what you do, it's how you do it.
Mm-hmm.
Devin wasn't a boring fight, but Dev won his fight.
You see what Queen said?
Yeah.
That's a fact, though, Queen. That's why I love Queen.
Hey, man, that's the boss, man. Hey, brother. Me and Queen bump heads sometimes, man, but Queen, she be thinking like me, bro. That's that Aquarius, man. I'm telling you, man.
Queen said people gotta stop getting mad when people critique this ninja.
I don't listen, bro. I don't give a fuck who gets mad when I say something about Devin Haney, because it is what it is, bro. But like I say, he was. Listen, I like the fact that some of these black boxers are not power punchers. I don't want everybody to be a power puncher. I don't want everybody to have knockout power. I want to see these guys, quote unquote, use the sweet science, because you know what, Act? That shows that us as black men and black athletes and black people, we can do it all. We can motherfucking box. We can punch. We can outsmart you. We can be more athletic than you. You know what I'm saying? It shows that we have range in all different categories, bro. Because one minute they'll say, man, this guy, he can't box. I like to watch the Sweet Science. Then they'll say, oh, well, he can't punch. He got chicken legs. Like, come on, bro. Which one is it? So I like the fact that you got a guy like Devin Haney that can box. I also like the fact that you got a dude like Brian Norman who can punch. I like a nigga like Bruce Ennis, because guess what? Bruce Ennis can do both. So you gotta be able to maneuver and do what you're good at. And Devin Haney is good at boxing. So be a good boxer.
Yeah. To piggyback, well, first off, before I say what I was gonna say, salute to my bro Soul Power. And salute to my bro Rob Neal. Look, man, everybody's not gonna have, like 503 was just alluding to, punching power. Everybody's not gonna be able to box. And I look at it like 503, like them old karate movies, bro. You remember one style practice, dragon style. And maybe the dragon style was, you know, using more your upper body and being strong.
Hey, I'm gonna hook up to my phone, bro. Just
okay. Go ahead. Another style is the Tiger style. They probably more swift of feet.
You talking about the 5 Deadly Venoms, huh?
Yeah, something similar to that, where people got different styles. I'm equating that. Salute, true man. I see you. I'm equating that to what you basically was saying, where everybody's not gonna have everything. Everybody's has different style. If they was karate artists, Tank would be the master of the power. He got the knockout. Shakur would be the master of controlling distance and range. Devin would be the master of the jab and fighting outside. It is what it is. Everybody not gonna have everything, man. So that's how I kind of look at, what you basically saying, which is true. Which is very true. Like I said, did I want to see Dev press on the gas a little bit more like he did in the Loma fight? Because I felt like he should have fought that style from a Ramirez. Yeah, but I don't think Ramirez is a devastating puncher. Like, not that I wanted Dev to find out, because I picked Dev to win by UD.
Right. See, bro, the only problem with Devin, I think he just looked a little timid. Yeah, it looked like he was thinking a little bit too much, and he really didn't let his hands go for real. But in the same token of that, man, Ramirez didn't do shit neither. So as much as we speaking on Dev, we gotta also highlight Ramirez didn't do a damn thing. He didn't do nothing, bro. He really didn't give Dev much to work with. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. I think even if Dev would have sat there, I don't think he would have been in any danger. I don't think that's my personal, because there was a time where he caught Dev, I think the 6th round. Like, he caught him and it didn't even affect Dev at all. He was still doing what he was doing. Like I said, I didn't want him to be there to try to possibly get caught, but at the same time, it's kind of like what Queen saying, Ninja look just like Shakur. So I don't want to hear them essing on Shakur anymore. And that's true, bro. Everybody got to keep that same energy when it comes to Shakur and when he fights. Like, because I remember there was people saying that, and he got Josh Padley out of there. took a while. It was like, yeah, he
Would
could
have
have
broke. Would have fucked up hand. Would have fucked up
would have
hand.
messed up hand. Everybody was like, why Shakur? And I remember it was plenty of people saying that.
Yeah, bro. That. Listen, man. A lot of people that talk shit about Devin Haney and Shakur Stevenson, bro. They take Davis and Ryan fans, man. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is, bro. And I'm to the point now with it act, bro, to where I'm not gonna just like talk shit about one dude and not critique the other. You know what I'm saying? But I'm also give dudes they flowers and praise them when they need to be praised. Shakur Stevenson right now is in a position where he can be praised because he coming off of a knockout win with a fucked up hand, and he finna have another good fight where he could possibly look better than what we seen tonight. So like you say, we just gotta start keeping that same energy. You know what I'm saying? Even with a lot of people is doing this gang banging shit with Brian Norman and Boots, man. I'm not finna get into that because I like both of them guys. You know what I'm saying? Brian Norman looked amazing in his fight. Boots Ennis looked a little bit more better and fought better competition. But they both doing good things. All this, you gotta pick a side, and I like this guy. I'm gonna big this guy up just to tear down the other guy, bro. I'm not doing that shit, bro. I'm not. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Devin Haney didn't look his best tonight, but the man still won. And he got criticized and ridiculed and trolled for a whole year by Tank Davis fans and by Ryan Garcia fans, just for Ryan Garcia to fucking get dropped in the second round, bro, and lose to fucking Rolling. So what we talking about?
We about to come to that. Let me just shout out my bro Jay Good, the mayor, and my brother Abel Mahari in the house. I see you, Mahari. I agree. My sis Tay in the house. What's good, sis? I'ma just keep it real. Everything Five said is true. Like I said, we got to be able to critique people and not feel like we gonna get backlash within our own family and our own community. I don't think, like I said, even with the like 503 said with the gangbang and stuff. See, when when I think a lot of the people, at least within our circle, when we do it, we clowning around. If you don't know us, then you thinking we taking it serious. But I would just want to see Brian Norman and Boots. I don't know what can happen. Brian Norman hit hard enough to where he could light Boots out or knock him down. Boots is talented enough to stop. So it could go either way. I want to see it. And I'm not inclined to seeing Brian Norman make his money. We're going to talk more about that tomorrow on the Akanon show. Because our fella had wanted to talk about that. But we had the fights last week. So I definitely agree with everything 503 just said.
I'm gonna say this, bro. Hopefully tomorrow and Sunday we see more action. That's what I'm hoping.
You are. I think in the FA Ajaba, in the FA Ajaba and Bacoli, I think we gonna see. I could see stoppages tomorrow. And then if we don't get a stoppage on none of those cards, which I doubt, I think we're going to definitely get a stoppage on that William Skull and Canelo fight. We're going to definitely get a stoppage with Inoue and Rafael Espinoza. So, Queen said, I'm not making excuses for any of these ninjas. Dang, yo, Queen, you aggressive today, man. I'm jacking your energy today, Queen. Very aggressive today, yo. Queen ain't playing no games today.
And I quote, crazy ass ninjas.
Alright, so now 5, the one we all been waiting for. The surprise of the night. And before I get started, just so, and you my witness, Five. I don't care if it ain't on Reds or if you don't end up doing the show. You know what I mean? I'm going to eat my crow right now. So if they ain't here to see it, that's on them. Where my video at? This is for all of us that picked Ryan.
What is going on? Guys, look at all these crows. I don't know what's going on.
Hold on. Not just we got to eat crow for Ryan, bro. The whole Golden Boy staff.
All right. You know what? I'll play it again then. I'll play it again. Wait,
Yeah.
First I'm gonna do this on my soundboard. And then
What is going on? Guys, look at all these crows. I don't know what's going on.
So 5, man. Big upset. Big upset.
Yeah, big upset, bad night for Golden Boy.
Yeah, you ain't lying, man. Yo, you ain't lying. When I forgot, I think you was backstage and you brought up, you said Oscar looking like the American version of Eddie Hearn right now.
No, he is the American version of Eddie Hearn.
At least tonight he was.
Yeah.
All his fighters lost.
Yeah, guys.
Jose Ramirez, I think, is his.
Yeah, all of them, bro. Ramirez,
Arnold
Barbosa, Ryan, all them Mexicans. Yeah, all of them. They all lost. Yeah. He wanted to sit up there yesterday at the press conference and say, yeah, guys, this is the Golden Boy event, and he got motherfucking checked by motherfucking Bill Haney. Bill Haney had to put him in his place and let him know, nah, nigga, this ain't no motherfucking Golden Boy event. This is a Fatal Fury Ring Magazine event where all 6 fighters could be headliners. Don't try to sit up here and take all the motherfucking credit like you put this shit together. You didn't put none of this shit together. Your fighters is just on the bill, and all of them lost. So if you want to take credit and make it a Golden Boy thing, take credit for holding that L and eating that crow. That's what you got to take credit for, man. And Ryan Garcia, oh, y'all just, bro, just like last week with Conor Benn, bro, all this shit was set up for Ryan Garcia to look amazing. Everything was set up for Ryan to come out here and look spectacular. They had the perfect opponent with Rolly. You know what I'm saying? Everybody thought, and see, this is how I know when a non-black fighter beats a black fighter, bro, the shit gets amplified to the umpteenth power, bro. You know what I'm saying? They rolled this Devin Haney controversial win that got took back because of the PEDs. They rolled this shit for a whole year. Oscar De La Hoya, Bernard Hopkins, all of the Devin Haney haters, the Tank Davis fans, the Ryan Garcia fans, all these dudes made memes and AI videos and clips and everything, bro. They wrote this thing for a whole year, bro, just for Ryan Garcia to come up in here and lose to somebody that he was supposed to knock the fuck out. Yeah, bro. Yeah. And you know what? You said this shit backstage, bro. And I don't want to steal your sauce, man, but the boxing gods spoke to us tonight.
They worked last week too. Even though, I had to eat crow on that. You know what I'm saying? I get it. See, when y'all cheat, the boxing gods really know. The boxing guys know. Look what happened in your next. Look what ends up happening in your next fight.
Facts, bro. The boxing guard spoke to us, bro, and they told us, cheaters never win. Cheaters never win, bro. We've been saying this shit all week, bro. Ryan, something he don't look the same, bro.
He don't got the same mentality. Nothing. His body, he wasn't as muscular. None of that.
It didn't. And I said this yesterday on the Beltway, bro. He was not looking the same, and we did not know if this was gonna transition in the ring, bro. And him looking how he looked throughout this whole build up of this fight, in the press conferences and the media workouts and the weigh-ins, it transitioned in the ring, bro. He did not look the same. And I'm gonna say another thing too. The man was getting good advice in the corner. Derrick James was telling him, bro. And Ryan had a great jab. His jab was looking good, but he did not follow up with anything off of the jab. You a boxer, bro. Everybody knows. If you watch boxing, if you've been around boxing, bro, the jab is a setup punch. It's a punch that you feel that you using to fill out your opponent, get your range. Some people like to throw a power jab. If you like a Brian Norman, or you a Charlo, or you a Devin Haney, you know what I'm saying. You like to throw that strong piston jab out there, but you always looking to throw your other punch, whether it be a right hand, it be a hook, you going down to the body. You know what I'm saying? Ryan Garcia didn't do none of that, bro. And honestly, I feel like once he really felt Rolly's power, and he got hit, and this is another thing that the boxing guard spoke to, because what punch did he get knocked down with? A hook. A hook, bro. How ironic is that? He got took down with a hook. The same punch that he was hitting Devin Haney with off the PEDs. Bro, that's the boxing guards giving us the revelation.
You ain't lying. You ain't
know
lying. That boy 503 speaking the word right now.
I'm just saying, bro. Like, and your boy Tank told us this. He told us this. He said, man, I'm not gonna lie. He said, man, when I fought Rolly, man, when that boy was swinging at me, man, and I was dodging them punches, man. He said he got a whiff of how them punches was coming off the top of his head. He was like, man.
He said Rolly hurt him.
Yeah, he was like, man, bro, Rolly is strong, bro. Like he got that retarded strength, bro. Like, yeah.
But you see how he looked physically. Remember what we were saying at the weigh-in? We said everybody agreed he looked as strong when we was on Red Show on Thursday.
Bro, Rolly came up in here. He was the most humblest, quietest. He didn't say too much. He didn't do too much. He just came up in here, bro. He wasn't tripping about, them trying to use him as a stepping stone. He wasn't tripping about all of the back and forth with the Haneys and the Garcias. He wasn't tripping off of Teofimo. That man just came up in here, bro, and he did his work and he did his job, bro. You know what I'm saying? Rolly was the ultimate professional in this situation. And even when he beat Ryan, bro, he didn't troll. He didn't do none of that. He didn't talk shit. He thanked God and he said, you know what, man? I'm not even much tripping, man. If Ryan and Dev still fight, man, they need to get their fight.
He did say 5, even though we didn't believe him. Remember what he said? He said, after I beat Ryan, I think Devin and Ryan should fight. I think Devin deserves his rematch. He said that.
Yeah.
And he didn't lie.
Mm-hmm.
He said after he beats Ryan, they can have a rematch. Devin deserves his rematch.
Yeah.
And I like that switch with Ismael Salas. Salute. I'm glad you got Primo on your team.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Rolly Cuban too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
His dad Cuban, his mom black.
Yeah, man. So salute to Rolly, man. I'm not gonna lie, man. Yeah, Rolly looking like the motherfucking the man right now. Yeah. He looking like the man right now, man. Cause this was do or die for Rolly, bro. I'm so happy that I'm so happy that Rolly won. even though I didn't pick him to win, bro, I'm actually happy Rolly won because now Rolly will get another lifeline and he'll be able to continue with his career. You know what I'm saying? He'll be able to get some more paydays, get some more opportunities and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know who he gonna fight, but yeah, you know, it's good, man. This is good for Rolly. I'm really happy for him.
Let me just shout out 5 real quick, Cameron Fields, because when I was calling the weigh-in, she came in my chat, and she definitely was one of the people that said she wanted Rolly to win, and she believed he was gonna win. So if she catches replay, I gotta shout you out, Queen, because you called that one. Definitely called that one. I didn't think he could do it. But Rolly always believed he could do it. Check out this clip.
He's a tremendous fighter. He's a tremendous fighter. The only people he cannot beat happens to be myself, Gervonta Davis, and depression.
He said the only people Ryan can't beat is him, Tank, and depression.
Yeah, he not lying, bro. He not lying, man. Because Rolly, because
Rolly a prophet.
Bro, I think Rolly knocked all the confidence out of Ryan, bro. It just looked like when he got up, bro, he was embarrassed. It looked like he didn't want to be there no more. He had a whole lot of self-doubt. You know what I'm saying? It just looked like he was ready to get up out of there, bro. Like, yeah, it just mentally, bro, he was shook. He was shook, man. Yeah, and the nigga don't look the same without the PEDs. That's the main thing.
Yeah, man. And he didn't even look good when he was on the PEDs. He didn't look good that fight. He knocked Dev down a couple of times, but he didn't look good. Remember, he would fight like in spurts, and then he not fight and not throw his hands. So it's not like a case of we never seen him not let his hands go before, because a lot of those rounds, just like Rolly said, he said, yo, a lot of those, he said Devin won the majority of the fight outside of him, the rounds he got knocked down. And that's what a lot of people believe. When I went back and watched it on DAZN, I was like, yeah, that was true. You know, I only watched it one time. I recently watched it maybe a week or two before these fights started. I said, let me watch this. And Ryan really wasn't letting his hands go in that fight, outside of the rounds that he dropped Devin in.
I think a lot of people overrated Ryan, bro. A lot of people overhyped him up just off that one PED performance, but we never really, and when I say we, I'm saying the suspects, we never really thought Ryan was that good for real.
Yeah.
I knew when he fought Tank, I knew Tank was gonna beat him. You know what I'm saying? I knew Tank was gonna beat him. I just didn't know how Tank was gonna do it, but I knew Tank would beat him. Yeah, he's just not that good to me, man. I think Devin Haney, watching that tonight, I think Devin Haney is smiling all the way back to the house. He's gonna be hella confident if that fight does happen, if it happens. You know what I'm saying? I think the rest of the 147-pound division is gonna be chopping at the bit to fight Ryan. All of them guys: Brian Norman, Barrios, Boots Ennis, Conor Benn, especially Conor Benn. Conor Benn was out tonight too. I think the Great Britain captain, he might, you know what I'm saying, want that Ryan Garcia. Everybody, the Sharks are gonna circle around Ryan, bro. Like,
I'm gonna keep it real. Conor Benn need to worry about getting that rematch. He should be solely focused on that, because that shit did so good commercially in the UK. I wouldn't even be worrying about fighting in the States unless I know I'm not gonna get that fight. There's a rematch clause in that contract. I wouldn't even be worrying about it. I would be trying to worry about getting my revenge, just like Devin is worrying about getting his revenge on Ryan. let's see what happens now, because they still supposed to be set to fight in October in Libra season.
Right.
Let's see what happens.
Yeah.
You do. Matter of fact, Five, I got a couple questions before we get out of here. Does that fight happen now?
I think it can happen. I think it can still happen, bro. Did it lose some of its luster? Most definitely, but I think that's more so to blame on Ryan because he actually lost. So I think it's more so on Ryan as to why the fight lost a lot of his luster. You know, Dev didn't make it no better, but once again, it ain't what you do, it's how you do it. You know, Devin Haney won in a shaky performance. He still was able to win. Ryan got dropped and he lost, bro. So it definitely lost, you know, some shock value, but nonetheless, it can still happen. It definitely can still happen for sure, but it don't need to be like it needs to be either like in California or Vegas or something where they can sell some tickets. Yeah,
I think it should be there. Yeah, because I don't think that they put a stamp on where it's gonna be at. You know, I think business wise it makes sense. I do agree. I think that it has lost a little bit of its steam now. You know, especially when somebody gets beat by somebody they're not supposed to get beat by. Now you'll have a lot of the Devin Haney detractors. Now they might even pick Devin Haney in the rematch. Because, you know, a lot of people go off the last performance and what have you done for me lately. So I could see some people being like, oh, okay, now I think Devin win, but it's going to be boring. That's how they're going to do it. That's how they're going to do it, Bob. They're going to be like, yeah, Devin's going to beat Ryan, but it's going to, you know what I mean? And as far as Ryan, I don't know what he's thinking mentally right now. Is he thinking on some T.O. joint? Do I still got it?
Man, listen, man. Inactivity is the worst kryptonite for these young boxers, man. Inactivity, bro. That's what killed the cat, man.
Well, he had to be inactive. He was suspended for a year.
Yeah. But you can definitely tell, you know, that
I don't think
shit,
he didn't look like he was training at all, though.
Yeah, that inactivity shit killed Devin Haney and Ryan, bro. It just fucked both of them up, man. And I think the inactivity, the PEDs, all that shit just fucked Ryan up mentally. Like he ain't the same, bro. You know what I'm saying? Cause Ryan been in this situation before, like when he done got hurt and had to get up off the canvas, and he was still able to win. You know what I'm saying? But you got to think, bro. Ryan didn't been put down. He didn't been put down multiple times. And see, a lot of people don't like to talk about that. They love talking about how Devin Haney got hurt multiple times, bro. Every time Ryan Garcia then stepped up in competition outside of Devin Haney, he got put down, bro. He got put down by Luke Campbell. He got put down by Tank twice, and he got dropped by Rolly. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So, yeah, bro, it's like it's like he ain't the same to me no more, bro. He ain't. And even in the Luke Campbell fight, he got put down, bro. He got back up and won that fight. When he fought Tank, he got put down. The first and the second and third round, got back up. You know what I'm saying? Got put down again and quit. And in this fight, he got put down and he didn't want to engage no more. He didn't it's like he just was mentally shook. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, like, you kind of seeing the decline a little bit with Ryan. You know what I'm saying? And like I say, they centered this fight. Everybody bought into the hype for Ryan Garcia, bro. Everybody bought into the hype. Everybody thought, Ryan was just finna have an amazing performance. That's why they put him as the headliner. You know what I'm saying? They plastered Ryan Garcia name all over your city in New York, bro. That's what they did. They did that. And he shit the bed. He fucked up the money. You know what I'm saying? You could have easily outboxed Rolly. It wasn't that Rolly was doing something amazing.
He wasn't even trying to pull the trigger though, Five.
Yeah, bro.
There's no trigger on that all, bro. Bro. I mean, at least Dev let his hands go in sometimes. Ryan didn't let his hands go at all.
Nah, facts.
They was talking about Devin's fight was the lowest number of punches thrown in boxing history. Then we got to the Ryan and Rolly. That beat that.
Exactly. So they tell you everything that you need to know, man.
And Mike Coppinger it's crazy how Mike Coppinger was the only one kind of defending Devin. He kept bringing up the peds and things like that. I think Ryan must have said something slick. Because usually the people that come for Ryan that ain't black, Ryan says something slick.
Yeah. Jim I don't want to see Jim Lampley no more, man. I gotta agree with 78, man. Motherfucking HBO went out of business fucking with y'all. We don't got HBO boxing no more because of y'all niggas, man. I don't want to see Jim Lampley. I don't want to see Jim.
She's stuck in the past. You know,
yeah, bro. Yeah.
But Turk, like him bringing him back, him putting Antonio Tarver there. Because remember, Antonio Tarver used to call the PBC fights in the beginning.
Yeah, and Antonio Tarver is cool. Listen, I respect anybody that like throw punches for real and was a real boxer for real. I respect their boxing mind because they gonna look at it from a fighter's point of view. You know what I'm saying? Like how you be doing. But Jim Lampley, he just offset everything, man. Like I would have loved to see if you gonna bring anybody back from the past, man. I would have rather seen Max Kellerman than Jim Lampley.
You know what I'm saying? I really like it. My favorite one on there ever to me was Emmanuel Stewart, peace be upon him, and two of the brothers that's passed, and George Foreman.
Yeah, man.
Those are my two. And I like the Roy. You know what? They should have bought Roy. They should have put Roy over Tom.
I'm just saying, if you was gonna go get a white boy, I think Max Kellerman would have did better than Jim Lampley. That's just me. That's just me. You know what I'm saying? But you know, yeah, I would have liked to see Roy. You know what I'm saying? I would have definitely been. I think it would have been better commentary with him and Antonio for sure.
He said they can leave Lampley, Merchant, Kellerman in the trash. Rob Neal said. Rob Neal's stupid.
Yeah, I like that. I like the white boy they had doing the press conference.
Press conference. Yeah, he did a good job.
Yeah, he did a good job. Yeah, I would have took him and Antonio, but don't bro, don't bring Jim Lampley back no more, man. He gets on my nerves, man. Word. For real, man. That dude just got too much hatred in his heart, man.
Word. We just bringing you back on and you coming in here talking crazy. Salute, Tay. All right, take care, sis. So yeah, man, like upset is that upset of the year so far?
Nah, for sure. That's definitely the upset. That's definitely the upset of the year.
Yeah, that's the upset of the year so far.
Yeah, that nigga was like a plus. Rolly was like a plus 700 or some crazy shit like that, bro. He was damn near a plus 1,000. So yeah, it's up there. It's up there, man. It's definitely up there, bro. I'm not gonna hold you. I don't think nobody really was picking Rolly to win. Outside,
I mean,
think
only people that didn't really eat crow on that particular fight was Mac and Demon, as far as our fight.
Yeah, nah, for sure. You know, but them niggas hate Ryan with a passion.
Yeah. So did they not pick T.O. either?
I don't know.
I know Queen said that she had to eat crow for that because she picked Arnold Barbosa. But I know Queen really probably believed Barbosa could do it, and he was active.
Mm-hmm.
Well, one thing about T.O. I can say, he always stay in shape, man. I never see him blow up. Never see him blow up.
Garage door closed.
He said, I didn't pick Rolly, but I was hoping he will win. I mean, I'm going to keep it real. I'm like 503. I wasn't mad. I'm not torn up about it.
Oh, nah. Listen, man. Ain't nobody fucked up about motherfucking eating no crow for no punk ass Ryan Garcia. That's
I
one
actually
thing.
said that if you listen to my weigh-in live. I said when Cameron Fields picked Rolly, I said I don't think he could do it, but if he won, I'd be glad to eat that crow. And look, here we are tonight, the biggest upset of the year so far, unless William Skull beats Canelo, which I don't think so. You know what I mean? That's like the biggest upset right now. So much credit, much respect to Rolly. He predicted two things right. This is what makes me call Rolly a prophet. First off, he said he wouldn't fight Ryan till they was at 147 pounds. He got that right. And then the video clip that I just played you, that was from a couple years ago, where he said the only people that can beat him is me, Tank, and Depression. And he was not lying. Because I think Ryan is about to go into a whole Depression bag. And we may not get the Devin fight. I hope he don't. But I noticed the energy was a little bit different when it came to this fight as far as his mental. I'm not even talking about the physical. I'm talking about the whole mentality was different. Like, you know, him acting goofy and, you know, acting crazy and drinking beer and stuff like that. He actually fought better than doing all of that. But then again, he was on steroids. And it kind of shows. All that steroid stuff is looking true. Because look how he performed. He threw even less punches in this fight. He didn't let his hands go at all.
Mm-hmm. Nah,
So
that's
that
a fact, bro.
billionth of a gram, whatever y'all want to call it. And y'all kept saying that it didn't matter. It mattered. And Bill, shout out to Bill, because Bill called it. He said, you done got off of that bicycle. You done got off of that bicycle. And now all them people, Five, when we be talking about Dev and we give Dev credit, they ain't even in them trolls that randomly pull up that say this, that, and the third whenever we bring up Dev. They ain't even here now.
Yeah, that's why I wanted somebody to do it. Yeah, that's why I wanted somebody to do a post-fight show, because I wanted to see what if the trolls is gonna pull up. I'm gonna be looking to see these next couple of days how boys gonna be talking on this internet, because I vividly remember, you know, people talking real crazy about Devin Haney. You know what I'm saying? But you know, one thing I can say about the Haneys, they resilient. You know what I'm saying? Bill Haney stood in the pocket. Dev stood in the pocket. They didn't tuck their tails and run. They got back in the lab. They locked in, and yeah, man, they was able to get a win. So I gotta give them credit, man. You know what I'm saying? You gotta give them credit what credit is due. You know what I'm saying? They were still able to get a win, and you know, their options is gonna be open. I don't know if the Ryan Garcia fight is gonna happen, but hopefully they can make it happen. If not, you know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? You know, Dev is number one in the WBC. Maybe he can get the win of Barrios Pacquiao.
Yeah, word. Yeah, because that fight is supposed to be happening. Facts. You heard about that too. What do you want to see next? Do you want to? Would that be your fight that you would match make?
Barrios and Haney?
No. I'm saying like Ryan and Dev.
Yeah, I'm cool with it either way. Bro. Ryan has switched to the villain now because now we have to question your integrity, and the performance justifies your last fight to this fight. Your last fight, you look strong, you look fast. You didn't really fight that much in the last fight, but in this fight, you didn't throw no punches. I didn't see the strong, fast hooks. I didn't see the strong, fast right hand. I didn't see that same veracity and tenacity. I didn't see it, bro. It was not there. You know what I'm saying? It looked like totally like you stepped into a hyperbaric chamber or something and transformed into Urkel or something, bro. Like you was not the same guy. You know what I'm saying? Like you was night and like this Ryan versus the Devin Haney Ryan is like night and day to me. You know what I'm saying? So it's to me, bro. It's really about what Turkman want to do. You know what I'm saying? What they gonna want to invest in? Because honestly, man, like I say, bro, this was a lot of glitz and glamour, lights, camera, action with this Times Square shit. But I'm gonna keep it real, bro. I have seen way better fights in New York than this shit. Way better fights, man. You know what I'm saying? I have seen real great fights in New York City, man. Whether it be in Manhattan or it be Brooklyn, I've seen better. You know what I'm saying? So it's really about what they gonna want to put their money into. And the other thing is what the numbers look like. Did this fight actually sell? Because we know, Eubank and Ben did great numbers. Will this fight, surpass that? It's a lot of things that's gonna go into factor, but the performances, the shock value, the transition in the ring, it wasn't there, bro. It wasn't there. You know what I'm saying? It's no way that the opening act is supposed to be outperforming the headliner. No way.
Nah, you right. I definitely feel you, bro. I mean, we just got to see. Shannon Briggs said it way worse than what you said. I think you put it very nicely. Shannon Briggs, if you'd have heard what he said, he was like, nah, everybody was scared to fight, champ. Everybody they all was scared of each other. They didn't fight. He talking about the firefighter and the cop fought harder than all the real cops.
Word, he ain't lying though. Spoken like a real New Yorker. He ain't lying, bro. This shit was supposed to go down and be iconic, being legendary. Like we was, you know what I'm saying? In the middle of New York, in the heart of New York, man.
Right near 7th Avenue. Word. Go ahead.
Yeah, man. Right in the middle of Houston. That's just like they having a motherfucking a fight in the middle of downtown in Houston in the heart of the city, and don't nobody display no heart, bro. Nobody displayed no heart. You know what I'm saying? And that's one thing I can say. Last week, what we saw, Connor Bean and Eubank, bro, they man, them boys put it out. Them boys put it all on the line, bro.
Yeah, they did. They did.
You know what I'm saying?
One dude was in the hospital, so that's how you know.
Yeah, man. So, yeah, it's just exposing a lot of different things, man. It's exposing, but you know, one thing about boxing, man, you can always revamp yourself in the next fight. So I'm looking forward to see what Devin Haney and his team decide to do. I'm looking forward to seeing what T.O. gonna do. I'm looking forward to seeing how Rolly is gonna, you know, celebrate his upset win. And you know, what's his plans, and I want to see what Ryan gonna do. Cause to me, it ain't really about what the winner's gonna do. I want to see what the loser gonna do. The loser who was projected to win. The loser who had millions of fans and millions of dollars riding on the line. What he gonna do? How he gonna take this? How he gonna handle this? Cause Devin did what he was supposed to do. He won. You know what I'm saying? It ain't what he did, is how he did it. He still won, bro. T.O. still won.
That's a fact.
Yeah, you know, Teofimo got in there with an undefeated fighter who's been on a kill. So
you're breaking up. You broke up.
Nah. Oh shit. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you now. You said he was on an undefeated streak fighting on the bar.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, bro. He, you know, Barbosa been beating everybody, man. So, you know, we gonna see how this pan out, man. We gonna see how it pan out, man. But I don't want to hold you, man. We've been on here for a cool hour. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, this is a good little cook. Get the people your last, bro.
Yeah, man. Y'all already know what it is, man. 503 line, man. Houston Hard Hitter Sports and Entertainment. Y'all be sure to check us out, man. Usual Suspect Sunday. We're gonna get into some more hot boxing topics, of course. We'll talk a little bit about this. I'm not gonna spend too much more time on this because it really didn't live up to the hype.
So we basically gonna be doing hot boxing topics.
Yeah, we gonna be doing hot boxing topics, and of course, we'll talk about the Canelo shit next week. We still got some more fights to come in May. PBC making a return at the end of the month. I want to say next week we got some cards popping off in Houston. Yeah, so
what,
yeah, man.
OTX joint?
Yeah, the OTX card is coming to Houston. But yeah, man, we gonna work, man. We gonna work, man. Salute to you for doing this. Salute to everybody that pulled up in the chat. You know what I'm saying? We'll be back tomorrow, Akinard Show, and of course, Usual Suspect Sunday and Bullshit on the Beltway on Monday, man. So you'll be hearing from the Usual Suspects back to back.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Rob Neal said, "Let's go Rockets Game 7 on Sunday." Thank you, Rob Neal. Somebody that actually reps the Rockets.
Yeah, salute to the Rockets. Salute to them. You know what I'm saying? I ain't mad at them.
Yeah, I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
And before we get off here, speaking of basketball, Jalen Brunson, man, I appreciated the imagery and symbology behind that game-winning shot. I just want to say that. I'm gonna say that again. I appreciated the imagery and symbology behind the jump shot because it sent a very powerful message to all y'all Knicks haters. I'm not talking about 5 when it comes this time. I'm talking about D-Man. I said it. Yeah, I said it, D-Man. Talking about D-Man and Abel Mahari. Abel Mahari, the boys you should be repping, took out the Lakers. What are the Bulls doing? I'll wait. Anyway, check us out tomorrow morning. Ack and Odd Show. I believe we're going to be doing stat for stat breakdown of Brian Norman Jr. and Boots Ennis. You know, so for all the people that think, you know, some of us is hating on Brian Norman, we're going to give a fair breakdown tomorrow morning. Stat for stat. Who gets clicked and where. So check us out tomorrow. I believe that's what me and Stills are still doing because we were supposed to do it last week, but the fights came on. Check us out on Sunday at Comic Cons. We will be doing our top 5 action figures when we were children. I know y'all didn't see that one coming. That one was hard for me because I grew up in the gaming more era. I did have some toys and action figures, but it was hard. I had to really think. I had to look through my mom's stuff for the baby pictures and stuff, bro. It was hard, man. That to see, like, I found one when I was holding a toy. I ain't gonna say which one, but because I'm gonna bring it up on the show. But that one was hard. Normally 5, it's easy for me to just come up with a list. This one is hard. Derek Gaines and Mac already got their list. So, yeah, man, look out for that. Look out for that on Sunday night, Comic-Con. With that being said, man, shout out to the mighty LDBC.
Let no man forget how menacing we are. We are lions.
You know, I'm your host, Machiavelli.
Yo, the fans trail me, so my alias Machiavelli.
And I'm going to leave you with a word from our sponsors, The Usual Suspects.
Brought to you by The Usual Suspects.
You gotta be quicker than that.